Hi, Belka. How's it going? Battery's low? Yep. I'm working on it. Am I through? Yep. I did not get to do any looting there. Ardor site. I found the beach ball, which I was right. I didn't find the magnets or the landmine, but I found the tour bus and the devil grinder. Okay. Stabilizer. Oh, good, a stabilizer. I can just teleport back. That's good, because I've collected virtually nothing in the way of power. Okay. Where am I? Oh, at the bottom. Alright. Well, that was...
The entire area got scrambled in instability. I'm afraid Tobias...
I told you. I told you, didn't I? We weren't ready. We should have planned it better. We should have known.
We did the best we could.
No. Do not give me that. If we had, he'd be here with us.
I'm sorry, but we've got to help the driver.
Don't you dare. What? Wait, is this how you dealt with Alan's death? You put your head down and let work fill the gaps?
Pretty much.
Actually, that's precisely what I did. And you'll recall the breakthrough in self-healing materials that I made that year.
Oh, well, good for you. I'm sure Alan would have been very proud of you using his death that way.
You know what? That whole pep talk I gave you before to convince you to go through with it. That's precisely the same crap Alan would tell me all the time. It's worth the sacrifice. Stay late. Don't worry about me. Finish your work. Then we can start a family.
Wow.
Always he'd spew that crap.
So why'd you say it to me?
Because he has to have been right. Because if I let myself think he was wrong, then... I can't live with that regret. I gave everything for Lim. This is the last thing I'm holding on to for myself. Every single day I still think about how if I had left the zone when we had planned to, I wouldn't have lost Alan. I hoped that Lim Tech was done killing our own. I'm sorry about Tobias.
Tobias was all I had. I need to sign off for a while.
We'll be here when you're ready. Glad you got through, driver. Power on that stabilizer, and I'll see you back at the garage.
I suppose I should have seen it coming. Because that's the way these stories go. If it was either going to be Oppie sacrificing herself, or it was going to be Tobias. There was no scenario in which Francis was going to die. Which is a shame, because he's the one I care about the least. But, like, as far as these stories go, that's the way it is. It's either Oppie redeeming herself, or the two antagonistic ones left over. That's just how these stories go. Anyway, you know the really freaking tragic thing, the bit that actually really sort of almost upsets me about Tobias, I mean, apart from the fact that Tobias is dead, the bit that upsets me, he wasn't doing it to save me. He was doing it to save the Remnant. And it's like, we've come too far to let the Remnant go now. Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously. Oh. All this time he's been obsessed with the Remnant. Oh, you can't steal Tobias's discovery of the Remnant. He discovered that Remnant all on his own. Nobody else was involved. Screw you guys. Not going to say I'm glad he's dead. That would be go too far. But damn, I am annoyed. That's a nice picture. I do love the way these things look. And the variety of colours is just brilliant. Brilliant design. But what is this? Because it's definitely a separate thing. It's not just hot dust. Is it? It's got. I bet it's like boiling dust or scorching dust or something. It's just hot dust. It looks so much... Maybe it's the fog that's doing it. It just looks so much worse. Okay. Hi, Belka. Yeah, I love you too. What's this? Oh, that's my lights. Of course. Where am I then? I'm there. I'm going to go get this one. And then we're going to go up to that stabilizer. Alright, I'm actually going to use one of the battery jumpers. Just to make sure you're good. Oh. Weary. What is weary? All the stress and strain, the effects of an anomaly or 3 has been too much. It doesn't matter that there aren't thousands of miles. Okay. Goody. Grand. Fantastic. Here you go. Wow. And another. Wow. That'll get me through the night. It's a shame I didn't get to loot at the wall more, but it's okay. Alright, Belko. At the end of it all, it's just you and me. You know, I love you forever, Belka. Nope. There. Okay, I'm going to take that as you made me feel good and love you forever too. Thank you, Belka. I needed that. You know, I was about to say I just lost a friend. I lost a guy who cared more about you than he did about me, so he was really your friend. But, you know, don't they say, you know, oh, the friend of your best friend is also your friend? I don't think anyone says that because it's not true. But, alright, I'm going to go grab that up there and I'll be back in a moment. Ah! Oh my god! A tour! Oh my god! Look at him! Oh no! Oh, that's super bad. It would seem that, with the passage of time, many anomalies evolve through a kind of synthesis. The constant rearrangement happening within the zone produces new combinations of previous oddities. Some are one-offs, others endure. These gigantic monstrous amalgams are amongst those that kept reoccurring. They appear to be formed in part from the spontaneous columns of rock that erupt out of the ground, in part from those test dummies that themselves seem to have previously combined with a cache of missing claymores. What strikes me most is their remarkable coherence. Clumsy as they are, it's almost as if they serve a very deliberate function, as if they were designed, perhaps for some defensive purpose, some deterrence. And this ongoing synthesis has me wondered the zone is not only in a constant state of flux, but even a state of evolution, even deliberate experimentation. Okay, we need to start. Belka, start the car. Quick, there's a lion. Get in the car. Alright, where are we going now? Up here. First right, which is a dirt road. But I am gonna harvest the balloons. What? A plasma scrapper just came out of that. I love these things. They are fantastic. Look at it. Bloody plasma scrapper. I'm very curious what these are. Let's have a look. Sorry, didn't see that rock there. Okay, yeah, they're definitely growing and they're definitely artificial. Okay, that's a lovely combination. What was that? Oh, a light seen through a wall. I thought it was like, why is that thing glowing red? It is not. I missed the turn-off, apparently. It's fine, they'll get another one. Well, the deep zone seems quite unpleasant. Not as unpleasant as the Maya. That place is awful. But not as nice as the Scorch. Yeah, we're here. We did it, Belka. We made it. Also, I just want to call out, with the tour bus and the tourist trap, I love how much they leaned into the tourists. Like, it was obvious to me when I first started playing this and first encountered them just how important they were as an enemy. I didn't realize how iconic in the game they were going to be, but I'm glad the developers also recognized that they were really important to the game and played around with them. That's a nice thing to see. Okay. Hit that and run. How the hell am I going to get there? Where is that? Oh, actually, it's not too bad. I feel like this is going to go bad for me, though, in general. Oh! Yeah, that is the Red Doom. Oh! Go! Oh, I'm so sorry, Belka. I misjudged that just a little. Oh, that wasn't much better. I'm sorry, Belka. Let's get the shield on. We've got it. I know that we had the battery for it. And as soon as that overtakes us, we'll also get the other one on too. Now! We've got the battery for this, so now that that's overtaken us, we're not getting any radiation damage. These shields are fantastic. Alright. Actually a remarkably easy drive. Whee! Hey, Belka. 10 miles.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Now we know where the well is, but you're the first to step foot in the deep zone in over 15 years.
Cool.
And I need more time to understand Alan's suppression method. So why don't you stretch your legs and chart the deep zone while you're at it? We'll need to map a way to the well as it is.
Sure, I can do that. Sometimes I think it's just safe to assume things are going through. It might not be the sane thing to think, but it definitely helps me sleep at night. I am now expecting one of these messages to be from Tobias. It's just going to be something like, hey, thanks, driver, for all of the help you gave me. What was that accent? That was awful. I don't even know. Like, I was aiming for American and I overshot and got terrible Australian. What was that? Moving on. I'm moving on. That's what it was. I got 4 corrupt. Ooh, this one. So I can unlock the limb chip, which I do need. And now, the world is my Olympium magnet hammer. That's how the saying goes. Reinforced headlight. So Olympium is just a better version of armored, I guess. Because they're both impact and explosion resist. But I'm not going to be able to make that because I don't have any Olympium fragments. Power grip tires? Could limb technology supplement the conventional wheel by boosting grip and intelligently analyzing traction and friction? I can't imagine how that would possibly be helpful. Gas reservoir, the larger external tank sits upon the roof. Wow. And a roof battery and anchor energy converter. Ooh, that is tempting. I'll get the converter. Oh, I should have saved and got the repair station instead. That would have been much better. I don't have the magnets for it anyway. I can get the disco vend. Ah, reward you with car accessories. Okay, 3 limb chips. Do I have the stuff to make limb chips? I've unlocked them, but I don't know what it takes to make them. Olympium fragments. I do not even vaguely have enough. Reinforced headlights. Yeah, let's go with that. Magnetic hammer? Since it was first held aloft, the magnificent magnetic hammer has been the ultimate symbol of power and might. Smash the environment into submission. Claim what is rightfully yours. Resource yield excellent. Framed by steel, these lights are better protected against collision. As a bonus, they even give the car a spectacled, scholarly aspect that suggests erudition. That doesn't sound helpful. Anchor energy can now be directly converted into battery power with at least a reasonable level of efficiency, boosting the car's reserves substantially. That's a late game one for when I don't need it to unlock more stuff. Explore the deep zone. So there are these ones, rocks and other rocks. And I need to presumably go to one of these to let me go deeper. But now I can just cross it at any point, so I could like go up here and jump across. I can actually get a second pneumatic locker. I don't know why I would want that. So I will try putting it out here. Let me just drop you a sec. Yeah. Is this going to be separate, or is it like, can I put parts in the pneumatic locker? Is this a way for me to sort things, or do they all connect to the same one? They're all entirely separate. So can I put parts in the pneumatic locker? My god, these are the most overpowered things. Okay, yeah. Alright, I'm just going to put all my old parts in here then. Any quirks? Nope, no new quirks. Ah, I could go there. If I... Is that a dead end? That's a dead end. Damn, I was hoping I could go there because I could go boom, boom, boom. Apparently not. So I guess I'm going to have to make this one stable again. Smokestacks. How do I do that? Light, ambient radiation, swift storm, and concussive blasts. Okay, how about no? How about no? Reroll. Yay, exhausting explosions, batteries. Battery sapping. Well, I can't go there then, can I? But maybe I could move straight through and go here? Exhausting explosions. High corruptive energy. Magnets. Unknown thing. Oh, I bet the landmine is the explosives resource. And abductors. Because even aliens go into the deep zones on the back roads. Red spires and smokestacks. Those are the two biomes in there. I've got the resource scanner back. I've also got rid of one of the side fuel tanks to make room for another side storage. Oh, there's still a thing here I haven't found. To get room for a side storage because I don't have the roof storage. So I've got about half the boot and 2 side storage. Lab reports number 6. Yeah, open that. Not the last lab report. I need your help. Read through the data, look at the numbers. I've checked every equation, every result. The batteries were consistent, the quality of the materials were pure, and yet nothing on paper could really, truly explain the disparity in the results. The fact is, the materials in Chamber A were exposed for longer than those in Chamber B, despite the experiment running for the exact same amount of time. Please, I beg you, I'm at my wit's end. Help me find an explanation. And hurry. We've already deployed a dozen setups like this. They're already running out in the field. I fear if we don't get ahead of this, it's going to be bad. Alright. Well, that's further reinforcing the time wibbles. I think there is a chance Tobias might come back. I think he might come back to life. Or he might not really be dead. Or there might be time shenanigans. Or Oppie will be able to then do the sacrifice play, and then it'll just be Francis, who's the odd lemon out who hasn't done the sacrifice play. Yeah, I think there's a decent chance he's going to come back. Oh, you're quite a full one, aren't you? Come on, then. Let's just stick you in the side door. Don't fly away. Don't fly away. God. You shouldn't let them bully you like that, Belka. And this one is a very piddly one, barely worth taking. I wonder if that also affects the amount of battery you get from them, or whether you get a consistent amount. I assume it does. Just like a direct limb converter. And hopefully this is that repair thing I've not found. This is just a charge stop. Is it possible I've just not scanned one of these before? Yeah, I haven't. Okay. Discover 600 logbook entries. Arda Lawkeeper's got an achievement. Okay, it seems it wasn't a new different one, it's just I hadn't scanned it. Theories number 7. 2 I haven't found of this. I figured it out. Remember when President Koch visited the zone and he said it was good to be back again, and people thought that was a reference to him being a Washington senator? It wasn't. They used the word anomaly to describe strange sights and smells, right? I think the president is one too. He's like the king of these anomalies. The reason they hired so many scientists and engineers to work there is to manage all the anomalies for him. Another thing, when the president went in, he didn't actually come back out again. It's a body double because they gave plastic surgery to look like him. You can tell from the curvature of his ears. Also, if you look at the pictures of Koch from a few years ago, he doesn't have grey hair, but now he does. Can you explain that? By JK. Just kidding. Ah! Bloody hell! Sorry, you guys made me frickin' jump. Even more so than that creepy scraping of metal I can hear behind me. Oh, that one. I thought that one turned to look at me and didn't. Shit.
Francis.
Oh.
I don't know if you're listening. A while ago, you asked me why I cared so much about the remnants.
Oh.
It's because I saw Alan the night of the accident, during the mass hallucination. Except, I'm not sure it was a hallucination.
Huh.
We had a tradition. When we were both working late, he'd swing by my lab for a coffee break at some ungodly hour. That night, he visited. We talked. The coffee burned my tongue. Nothing out of the ordinary. Seconds later, the gamma ray surge swept through the facility and the roof caved in. I looked for him in the aftermath. I couldn't find him anywhere because he hadn't been in my lab. He was ground zero at the accident site, miles away in the deep zone. But I saw him, touched him, smelled his cologne. He was there, impossibly there, more than a hallucination.
You never reported that?
Admit to Arda that I communed with my husband's ghost. When they were already looking for ways to push me out, not a chance. I gave them my technology and my home, but I'd be goddamned before I let anything destroy my professional credibility.
And this remnant?
It's my last chance to know if what I saw was true. If it came from the well, or if it was all in my head. The things we spoke of. Things I couldn't have made up. Never mind. I know how it sounds.
Like you've seen a ghost.
Couldn't let them take my professional credibility. What do you bloody think that they took? Like, all of these things I'm listening to, all of these audio logs about people looking into this, is basically a big story about how she has absolutely no professional credibility even among her own scientists. What the hell is she talking about? Is she just in denial? Or is that another bloody plot hole?
Good news. I can replicate Alan's suppression method. We'll stand some chance of halting the gamma ray burst from the well.
Yay.
30 years later, my late husband still manages to impress. Figuring out how to keep you alive once the reaction gets going, however, that's harder.
Yay.
But I have an idea.
Yay.
Francis, I need your ear.
Boo.
Go on.
We know that as soon as the car gets to the well, the trigger will be instant. Once this remnant expends its energy, gamma radiation will erupt from the well, and the driver will be at ground zero taking the worst of it.
But can we activate the gateway as soon as they make contact?
It's tricky. Too early, and we may interrupt whatever reaction process the remnant carries out. Too late, and it's bad news for the driver. There's too many unknowns. Only the driver will know the right time to use it.
How can you be sure they'll live long enough to make that call?
I'm right here, you know.
The ARC device has been transmitting data every single second since it was installed. Every drop of fuel, every spark plug that car's lit, I have on record.
You've been running an experiment this entire time, with the driver as the guinea pig.
The mere act of being alive is the biggest experiment of all, dear.
Is that another one of Alan's sayings?
That one's all mine. Driver, we've seen that car protect you this entire time.
Yep.
It's triggered a gateway in your time of need. It's ferried you back to the garage through every circumstance and obstacle and bump in the road. So we can trust that it'll protect you long enough to get you away from whatever and wherever you end up.
Still sounds like a heavy dose of blind faith to me.
Could be. Oh, there's one last part to this, and it's waiting for you back at the auto shop. Take your time. Enjoy the view.
It hasn't, like... Sorry, Belka, I don't mean to refer to you as it. Belka hasn't been the one activating the gateways when I've needed them. I've gone, right, I want to open this gateway, do it now. And it's ferried me back. I was riding in it into a teleporter that teleported us both back. This isn't... Like, I don't mean to minimise the work you've done, Belka. You've been spectacular. I wouldn't have survived this long without you. You're a godsend and I love you. But... Belka is not the one solely responsible for my protection. I've been playing a very big role in that. I've been upgrading Belka, and I've been piloting Belka to the places Belka needed to be to protect me. Next is that I'm not sure I want to give up Belka. I'm sorry, I've become attached to the remnant that is invading my mind. We knew it was going to happen, I denied it was going to happen, it's happened, I don't want to see it go. 3. Yeah, I know. 3. The whole, oh, Belka's protecting him, therefore Belka will continue to protect him after he's served his purpose. If I'm going to be completely cynical, like Belka keeps telling me she loves me, that could be manipulation. So it could just be Belka being like, oh yes, I love you, you need to love me back and do as I say. And then when we go and I feed Belka to the well, which is what Belka wants, at which point Belka could be like, oh, thanks, bye, and be done with me and not bother protecting me. Why would she, unless she actually loves me? Do you actually love me? Yeah, I think you love me, don't you? Do you love me? Turn left for yes, right for... No, wait, let me finish. Left for yes, right for no. Okay, you didn't let me finish, but I'm going to take that to mean a yes.